Kristi Noem was out there trying to defend her dog killing. She gave an interview to Sean Hannity last night. The audience knows the story by now. We did a whole hour on it the other day. And this is how she's trying to spin it. Take a listen.
I guess people, because you shot the dog, is there a difference which way you put a dog down? I'm not really sure, but I don't think people understood it. I want to give you a chance to explain.
Well, Sean, you know how the fake news works. They leave out some or most of the facts of a story. They put the worst spin on it. It was a dog that was extremely dangerous. It had come to us from a family who had found her way too aggressive. We were her second chance, and she the day she was put down was a day that she massacred livestock that were part of our neighbors. She attacked me, and it was a hard decision. And the reason it's in the book is because this book is filled with tough, challenging decisions that I've had to make throughout my life. That most politicians, they will run from the truth. They will shy away and hide from making tough decisions. I don't do either of those.
Okay. It wasn't fake news. It was your book. It was your stupid story that you chose to disclose. We're going off of what you wrote, you dumbass dog killer. Now it's no longer a puppy. Hello, it was 14 months old. There's no getting around how old the dog was. Now she calls it a dog, but it was a puppy. And she says it was massacring the chickens. It was a massacre. It's a dog. It's a dog. It wasn't trained. What did you say? I had to stop the massacre, and it attacked me. It attacked her, she says in the book, when she tried to pull the chicken out of its mouth, like most dogs will do who are, aggressive and untrained when you try to pull something as valuable as a chicken. Dogs like us see chickens as food. So the dog is following its natural instincts. This is a fail, a complete fail. What do you guys think?
I think that is one of the greatest interviews that I've ever seen. Up there with Christine O'Donnell's "I'm Not a Witch." Because when you think about what she's saying, she's like, the fake news. Sometimes as a politician, you have to make tough decisions. And I'm like, you shot a dog. Like that's what you're saying. It's not like, oh my God, Russia has invaded Ukraine. What do we do? It's like, you just shot a dog. And you literally use the word massacre because it ate chickens because it was hungry. It was
like genocide.
That was Genocide Joe, and you have her genocidal dog.
So there are a couple of things about this story that are a bit difficult. I mean, one, she also shot a goat, which from what I understand, because I read the story about this, the book isn't out yet, so I haven't seen it. She shot them on the same day, maybe even buried them
one right
in the
after
same
the other,
pit.
assembly line.
That's,
God, speaking of massacre,
to think, you killed the dog.
Yeah, she blindfolded the goat.
I'm already into it.
Just kidding. No, she didn't.
Let me kill the goat. No, she didn't blindfold the goat. But the details appear to be that she was shooting the goat and the goat jumped right as she was getting ready to shoot it. So she had to shoot it again. So actually get it down, which, that's unfortunate. But no one cares about the goat. We only care about
the goat doesn't get enough airtime, Camille.
We occasionally eat goat. But I will say that the other part of this that is challenging, I'm just going to keep it a buck with you, okay? Because I feel like we're in a circle of trust here. If she were harder to look at, it would be easier to condemn her. Yes. Because, killing dogs is bad. But I mean,
Megyn, if you saw our Biff Column
not feeling that one,
you would realize that Camille has a problem, that he is obsessed with her.
Yes, I'm not obsessed.
Yeah, he loves Christy Noem.
Yes, this is not true.
Christy Noem is like, I could send you a message that it was said she just denied the Holocaust, and you would send back a picture of her but she's pretty attractive.
You could be the next Corey Lewandowski. There could be an opening there for you, Camille.
This is political analysis, pure and simple. I am looking at this the way a voter would, and most voters are going to look at her and say, maybe the dog had it coming. How short was the dog's skirt?
No, they are not.
There are questions that
the voters are against her.
Ask.
Yeah,
red states and blue states.
Cory Bush. I'm just saying.
And now, after the fact, she wants to build the dog into Cujo, but I'm sorry, we read the original account, at least as reprinted by The Guardian, which is quoting from her book, and that's not how she styled it. She said it killed some chickens, and it was distracting her on the hunt. And by the way, she was like, it was aggressive and it was mean. Like you said, and it was really hard for me. She talked in her book about how I hated that dog. I hate it. Yeah. Oh, was it so hard for you? Like, it's not hard at all. Like you said, it was like a serial killing.
The kids came home on the bus and are like, "Hey, where's Pepper or whatever the dog's name? Popcorn."
I shot it in the face like a real leader.
He's dead. Come over here and help me bury it. We're gonna do this before dinner.
I do want to end with Kmele
tonight.
I wanted to tell you that if a woman was attractive enough, I would shoot a dog for her, but she doesn't qualify. I'm just going to tell you. You're going to be like a Estonian model, and I'll shoot a dog for you.
We had the funniest talk. My mom put our dog Bess down. She was 10. She was a shepherd, and Bess had lost control of her sphincter, and that was the end of Bess. And ever since, we've been calling my mom the Hillside Strangler because the dog, we feel the dog wasn't yet ready to go.
Oh, no.
And by the way, another dog had been put down, but that dog had bitten 11 people, including our neighbor, in the face. He did a flying leap off of our staircase in
Did your mom
face.
do it herself?
So but she brought. I'm just saying there was like a pattern, and we joked like when she married my stepfather, we would warn him like, be careful about the sphincter because next thing you know,
as soon as yours goes.
I was talking to my mom about how horrible the Christy Noem story was, and my mom was like, well. I'm like, Hillside.
Gotta do what you gotta do. My conspiracy theory, which I'm going to spread throughout the land, is that Kristi Noem had a ghostwriter, and his name was J.D. Vance. Because now J.D. Vance is a candidate for vice president, and she is not.
Clever. I like that. I don't care how many interviews she gives on Hannity. Sometimes I love to watch him like try to help the guest, I guess there are a number of ways you can put down a dog. Do you think it's the way, we
that dog had praised Adolf Hitler, correct?
It was actually a Nazi.
Can your savings weather an economic storm? Think about what you've put away for the future. Inflation can render cash worthless. Real estate can crash like it did in 2008. Economies built on a mountain of debt can fall like a house of cards. There are very few physical assets that you can invest in that can stand the test of time. But gold has withstood as a valued form of money. It's why many people are flocking to it right now, and it's why Birch Gold is busier than ever. Through a little-known tax loophole, Birch Gold lets you convert a retirement account into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold. And the best part, it does not cost you 1 cent out of pocket. To learn more, text MK to 989898. and claim your free info kit on gold. Again, can your IRA or 401k weather an economic storm? If not, consider looking into Birch Gold. Text MK to 989898 and explore securing your savings today. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.